remember.
Are you sure it was you?
Huh?
Are you sure it was you? That was a joke. Okay, forget.
I don't get it.
I gave somebody a hit, right? Are you sure it was you?
It's foaming. It's foaming. It's foaming. Not on my rug. Not on my rug. Not on my rug. Over there. Over there. Over there.
I didn't know it was. It said the Moscato. Not twice in a row.
Hi. You want to do the intro today?
Sure. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Hello, my beautiful viewers. All three of you.
Literally. But we love y'all.
It's okay. Because don't worry, because when we blow up, you're going to feel real dumb. Anyway. So, welcome back to group therapy with your favorite people. Nasia and Alma. So.
Where we discuss these things called life.
That's your line, though, so how?
Because I said, do you want to... Oh, okay.
Like, I would do like the, hey guys,
I thought I was saying one off-topic conversation at a time.
Oh. Okay, I'll do that then. Hi guys, welcome back to group therapy.
Sorry, I just gave you the illest side eye. We have to do that again. Because I know they're going to be like, why'd you side eye her like that?
Hello guys, welcome back to group therapy.
Podcast.
With Nasia.
And Alma.
Where we talk about, what did we say? I don't know your life.
Where we talk about all things in life.
Okay. Where we talk about all things life. Wait, no. Where we talk about all things life.
One off-topic conversation at a time.
So.
You saw how we switched that, y'all. It's usually me saying that, but now
I know.
Freaky Friday. She's getting comfy.
I'm sick. I'm uncomfortable. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
This week's...
Ooh, you was about to hit on too.
It wouldn't have done anything anyway.
Oh.
This week's topic is drunk in love. Drunk? Thank you, Beyonce. Why drunk, you ask? So, we're going to be talking about the most complicated topic probably known to man. Love. We're going to get deep. Maybe not too deep, Deep enough.
Deep enough. We're gonna scratch the surface.
Right.
Because it's not going to be the first video that we talk about love. Because love is something that evolves. We have like different definitions of it over time, different ages, different after certain experiences.
Yeah. But before we get into that juicy topic, let's rate our weeks. So JJ, how was your week?
We haven't done this in a minute. I rate our weeks. My week has been, honestly, it's been a shitty week because, well, I got my hair done, so I feel good about that.
Right.
But I have been working overtime this week. Like, oh my gosh, my sleep, non-existent. Like, I get sleep when I can. However, I go on vacation next week, so I'm really not that mad. I'm really not that mad.
Her birthday trip.
So
when this comes out, she would have already gone.
She's
going to be there. She's going to be there when this comes out, but
we love y'all because we're literally pre-recording everything for you guys. So
that's that dedication.
That what?
Dedication.
The dedication.
I was singing the song.
Dedication.
Dedication. But yeah.
Ooh, I like that. You made that up on the spot?
Yeah.
Period.
Rapper. So what'd you rate your week as? What's the number?
A 3.
A tree. Trini.
Enter sounds. I rated a 3, but like
that's not bad.
It's actually really bad. But no. Like I am okay with having a 3 this week because I know next week I'm gonna be a 10. So
But you're gonna be
like, I'm gonna be where it's hot and
vacation.
sunny, palm trees, coconuts, mangoes.
Shark.
Yeah. So maybe when we come back, I come back,
We'll do a
we'll
recap.
do a recap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A Trini recap.
Okay.
I like that.
How was your week?
It's good. It was really good. When this is filmed, I've already been finished with finals, hopefully. But this is my finals week is coming up, and I'm going to graduate in December. And you know, I just
never mind.
What happened?
Nothing.
So you just threw me off. You just threw me off because now I'm gonna. But so I'm gonna be graduating. No. Sorry. It came in my view, and I really wanted to bite it. I'm sorry.
We're beeping all that out.
No, we're not.
Go ahead.
Anyway, sorry, something happened.
She bit my finger.
You bit my finger, Charlie. Charlie bit my finger.
The drinks ain't even kicked in. We took about 2 sips. This is just us sober. Just chilling. Macking, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-boy outside of school. When a couple of boys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You moving when you ugly belly."
Okay. Anyway, other thing, I'm having a really good week and I'm very excited because I'm gonna graduate.
Titties,
girl. It's girl, boy, they, them. It's been a minute. Like, I've been in school, I feel like, for too long, and I'm finally reaching the end, and I'm just so freaking excited to be a graduate. I got one of my cords this week, because I do, like, a program, like, outside of college. Like, they help you with college and stuff. They're amazing. Shout out Bottom Line. And they gave me a cord to wear, because I graduated from their program, because I'm going to be graduating. And it just made me, it's not like a cord from the university, but it just made me feel like, oh my gosh.
Wow, this is really happening.
Like, it's just, I'm just so excited.
You're going to be able to say, like, you have a BA.
I know, I am a graduate. And it took a little long, but at least I got there, you know? And
I thought it took 4 years.
It takes 4 years, usually. It took me 5.
Well, it's going to take me 5, too. I don't think
Actually, it took me more than 5. I think it took me 5 and some change, because it would have took me 6 if I would have graduated in May, but it took me 5 and some change, which, you know, is not COVID really, but I digress. Anyway, so
at least you got here. Some people don't.
Yes. And I'm going to be taking senior portraits. I was going to do them this week. Tell me why they let us know about senior portraits a week before. I was like, that's not
just your hair.
I'm taking them in March, because I emailed them. I was like, are there going to be other opportunities for us to do senior portraits? And because they give you like the cap and gown, and they, you know, and you can use them for resumes and stuff. They're like, oh, we do it in March and we do it in April. And I was like, okay, great. So I'll either do it in March or April.
Okay.
So that I can actually plan an outfit, because they want you to dress like business casual.
Can I please?
Yes.
Find you an outfit, because
whatever you want to do.
I know exactly what's popping up in my head right now, and you don't have to do it, but like, you would look killer.
Yeah, and I think I want to do like, I want my hair straight, but I think I want to do like an updo or something, because I always have it straight down, and I think like a little updo situation will give me some more like professionalism. And you know, I do good side profiles, so it'll be like,
it's gonna look so good.
I also want to do like a major photo shoot, like, you know how you see the nurses with like the book and like that. That's so cute. I've seen so many last year. They were so fire. And I want to do one, like, for my major. Like, holding, like, a brain or something, because I'm a psych major. Oh, and then I'll borrow. And I want to do it in the library. Because I have a really
sitting, like, next to a couch or something, and just with your notebook in hand. That's fine.
Or, like, I'll have a stand-in person, like, sitting on the couch, and I'm just, like, with the glasses. I have to get, like, the black, like.
I'm so proud of you. I don't know if I've said that, but I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, truly.
So my week has been 8.
Yes, obviously, because it's
been
like
really good. Finals are kicking my ass, but
I feel like you feel good about it, because it's like, this is the last finals I'm gonna have to take until I want to go back for my my master's.
So let's get into the topic. So love is basically the topic. So I looked on Reddit for like some like love stories. And they were kind of hard to find. But what I ended up looking up was, how does Reddit define love? Like, how does the people on Reddit define love? And I got this one. So I'll read it. It's from Triceracop. Triceratops. Bars. Anyway. So that's what.
In my drop top.
Looking like a thought. With a Glock.
About to make a stop at the shop.
When I see you, it's gonna be
quesadilla with the guac.
But when I take out my Glock, all you'll hear is
Bop, bop.
Bars.
Sign us.
Sign us now. We're under Onika Records. Thank you.
Period.
So let me read it. So this is from Triceracop. Eventually, so the question is, Reddit, define love. And this person goes, eventually you'll realize that you're alone. Not alone socially, but alone in the sense that all of these thoughts and images and ideas in your head can never really be assessed by anyone else. You're cursed to play narrator, protagonist, judge behind the curtain of your behavior. Your words float up and pop like bubbles in the water, while internal self is left to drown. But then, eventually, someone comes along who seems to understand that what's underwater, even if the image is refracted at first. You talk, you spend time together, you share stories and feelings, and create your own experiences. Eventually, you get to know one another so well that the power of that seems seemingly impenetrable. No, it's a seemingly impenetrable barrier of consciousness. That is, your skull starts to fade. They know you. They know what's underwater. And after all of those years of thinking you were alone, instead of cursing the time you spent without love, you stand in awe of the fact that anyone could make the fantastic journey across an immeasurable nothing between your minds. That was real deep. But I really like that because we're back. Anyway, I really like that because, like, even though it was really, like, kind of deep and, like, metaphorical, I think that that's a really good description of, like, what love is. Like, you're alone, and then somehow this person, it doesn't even have to be, like, romantic. It could just be, like, well, this is romantic. It could be, like, platonic. Like, it's just, you feel alone, or you just feel, like, alone in that category of love, and somebody just comes and, like, fills it. Or somebody comes and saves, like, not saves you, but, like, can see you.
Yeah, that's what she said, basically. It's, like, having that person. I kind of agree with her in the sense of you'll know that you're in love, or, like, you'll know that you've experienced love when you realize that you don't have to explain everything that you're thinking. Because that's so true. Like, no one, you're alone in the sense that no one knows what's going on in here. As much as you try to say it, it's like you're the only one that can see what's going on in this brain of yours, okay? And it's like to have someone come into your life and for some reason just be able to tap into that and just like know you. That's why it's like, I remember saying to somebody one time, like, oh, I want to just feel that click with someone. I want us to just move like water. And then their response to it was like, okay, well, you can't expect people to read your mind and know what you want without you communicating that. And I was like, yeah, I guess. But also, I'm like, when I hear stuff like this, I'm just like, they're going to get it. Like, yes, communication is key. Communication is an important part of a relationship. But there's going to be something that just flows. Like, you don't have to explain it. They just know.
Or they just, like, they may not be able to read your mind, but they have the ability to have, like the tools to be able to get to understand you.
Yeah. They know how you work and what not to say and what to say to make sure that you express what you're feeling.
Yeah. Like, they're able to get that information out of you, even though they can't tell you or they can't read your mind on what you're thinking. They're able, like you just said, they're able to get that, like, out of you. And that's not, I don't think that's only romantic. Like, best friends, like, your best friend, oh, bitch, are you in my head? Like, that's that feeling, like, get out my head. Like, how do you know exactly what I'm thinking? Because we think alike. Because you know what I'm about to say. Like, you know.
Or even the ones, like, I know my best friend, we think a lot in certain things, but in other things we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, like, I'll be quiet. Like, she'll be telling me something, right? And I'll be silent. And she's like, I know what you're thinking. No, we're not doing that. Or, like, don't go that route.
Right.
And it's, like, just for her, I feel so, like, relieved when I talk to her because I know I don't have to over-explain myself and be like, well, I didn't mean it like that, or...
Like, she knows what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, the person used, like, water, like, being underwater as, like, an analogy. And, like, they just see you. Like, nobody else sees you. But they are like, oh, shit, like, you underwater? Like,
right.
You need help? Or not even... It doesn't even have to be about help. It could just be like, oh, like, you see me? Like, yeah, I see you. Of course I do.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, like, just being seen. You know? Which is big. Like, that doesn't always necessarily mean love. But, like, that person sees you and gets you.
And sees you through all lens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't see the put-together person. They don't... Like, they see the put-together person, but they also see the person that has breakdowns, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like part of me struggles with the image or the perception that other people see of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like... It's sometimes hard because I'm just like, that's not me. But also, I'm not going to force other people to see that because I know that the ones that are for me, platonic or, you know, romantic, they're just going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to think this idea of me off rip because they will be like, I don't think so. I don't think she's like that. You know what I mean? And they want to get to know me. And that's when they figure out all these layers of me.
Yeah, or, like, not even, like, assuming what you would be like or what... I mean, everybody assumes, like, when you see a person for the first time, you're like, oh, they probably are this and that. But, like, for the people who actually, like, want to get to know you, and they may not even love you yet. They're getting to know you. They're getting to love you. They want, like, they're not going to beg for those vulnerable, like, little pieces of yourself. They're just going to let them happen naturally.
Yeah. I used to always say this, like, most of my solid friendships or relationships, I guess, came out of not me hating that person, but just me not really like, okay, you're there. You know what I mean? I don't like when people force things, especially, like, friendships, because there's someone that I know, and any opportunity, they'll come to be like, it's like over excessive compliments or buying me stuff or offering stuff. And that's all good. But you can kind of tell, like, girl, just let it flow, you know? Like, let's be friends. Because trust me, if you just be yourself and you're just calm and you're just in your own world, we will click. But I don't know.
But maybe that's that person's love language.
You think so?
Because, like, I know for me, like, my love language is, like, showering people with, like, gifts or, like, things that I think it's maybe a little bit selfish of me, but giving them things that, like, I would love to get, like, if I were them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, like, I'll personalize a cup, or, like, I'll do something personal. Like, not just buy them something, but I'll do something personal. Like, if I know this person likes bumblebees, like, I'm gonna fucking make a fucking mirror or some shit. Like, I'm gonna make something for them, or I'm gonna buy something associated with that thing that they like. Mm-hmm. So, like, I like to give people gifts and stuff like that, and that's my love language. That may seem vain for some people. Like, some people just want your time and your attention. But I'm going to give you that with a gift. Like, or I'm going to give you that with something else. Or I'm going to try to go out my way.
Like, you're the type to show up at somebody's house with something, even though your presence is enough, like, you show up with something else.
Yeah, and I mean, I find that, like, to be something I like to do. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody's taught me to do... Well, I guess my mother or whatever, but, like, she's like that, too. So I think I learned that from her. And it's not more so a materialistic thing. It's just, I want you to, like, especially for birthdays. I love when it's people's birthdays. But it's like, I want them to feel special, you know? So it's, I think I that may be the person's love language. Maybe that's how they try to show that they love people through that. Or, like, how they show that they appreciate you through that. So maybe that's, do I know this person?
No, but it's, I don't know. I think they're just trying to gauge me and just think, because sometimes I feel like I do give off, like, bitchy vibes in a way. And I really don't mean to. But sometimes you might just caught me on an off day, you know? And the next day they will be like, oh, do you want this? Do you want that? And I'm like, girl,
I'm good.
I'm good.
But like,
but I can see where they're coming from, where it's like they don't know how to feel me out. But
I mean, you think it's just them trying to see who you like.
Yeah.
What you're about, not really trying to. Because I'm thinking of more as like they already know who you are, and this is what they're trying to do to. Oh, so they don't know you. They're trying to see who you are through that, which I think is different. Yeah.
And I feel like, because when I met you, like, I did feel that whole, like, showering of stuff. And I'm like, good. I thought you were too nice. I'm like, why is this girl being so nice to me?
I've heard that I love bomb people. Like, if I really like you and I really want you in my life, I'm going to throw everything I got. Like, because
I'll throw myself.
Throw the heaviest thing I got.
Listen.
But, like, I don't do it because, like, I don't do it the toxic, well, I hope I don't do it the toxic way.
I don't think so.
Because there's love bombing the wrong way. That the person just showers you with all this love and gifts, things that they know that you've never received to entice you in, and then they are, like, terrible to you. But, like, I do that because I feel like that's my love language, and I really want you to know, like, I listen to you. I heard that you like bumblebees. I just bought you this fucking huge-ass bumblebee. Like, I love you. And they're like, I just met you yesterday. Like, so it's like, but no, like, I like you a lot and I want to be your friend. Or I like you a lot and I want to be your partner. Or whatever the case may be. And I think as I gotten older and I have big girl money now, I do that a lot. And I'm trying, like, I'm trying to scale back because I can see how that looks crazy. Like, they're like,
it doesn't look crazy, well, at least to me, but I think I do look at it, and maybe this is just like my psych brain, but I'm like, what is making you act like that?
What is wrong with you?
No, like, there has to be something that was triggered from, like, an early age that you were kind of just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, because, like, I don't know what it is.
I think it's like, because when it comes, like, let's say for special occasions, like birthdays, my mother has always been the type of person that she's going to do something for her kids' birthdays. And, like, we never go a year without doing something. Like, I remember I got my favorite birthday. I remember I got grounded when I was 8 years old. And she said that I'm not having a birthday party. And this is when Transformers was really big. The first movie came out, and I was obsessed with Transformers. Like, I love Transformers.
Y'all need to talk.
I love the movies. I love the franchise. I like I used to watch, like, the old VHSs, like, of the cartoons. In love with, especially Bumblebee. Girl, don't even get me started. So she canceled. She was like, oh, I got
Did you see the movie where he died?
Where, who died? Bumblebee?
No, man. Go ahead.
I haven't watched anything recent. Like, the last one I have not watched. Because I'm like, it just looks weird. Like, the one with the girl driving him, and, like, he's, like, a little punch buggy. Yeah, no, I haven't watched that one, because I was like, this is getting off. But anyway, so I got grounded, and my mom was like, I'm not doing anything for your birthday, because you were bad. And I was like, oh, tear, cry. And then... Sorrows, prayers. But then I think my grandma, like, took me... I don't know, I was such a dumb 8-year-old. You could tell I was 8, because my grandma took me to Good Times when it was open. I don't know if y'all remember Good Times. It was like a Dave & Buster's, but, like, more kid-friendly.
Like, younger kid?
Yeah, and they had, like, paintball. Like, you could buy paintball stuff there. So my grandma was like, oh, I need to go get something for your uncle because he needs something for his paintball machine. And I was like, why my grandma? But I was like, okay. And she's like, come in with me. I was like, okay. So I went in with her into Good Times. And my mom was there with, like, all my friends and my cousins and did me, like, a Transformers birthday party. So I was like, like... And that's my favorite birthday.
Like Kevin Hart did that. Oh my god. Oh my god. My foot is asleep.
But wake up. Wakey wakey.
Oh my god.
That's why I do not feel like that. Ooh, she got the tingles. She's seeing stars. But anyway, yeah, I think that's why I do that, because I was always made to feel very special on my birthday. And you're not supposed to do that to a Scorpio. You can't make us feel too special because we already think we're really special. So I think that's why I do that to everybody else. I'm like,
You don't celebrate your birthday.
Like, I'm like, you don't have a cake? Like, what's the option? Like, here's a cake. Like,
I made it just in case.
Just in case they have it. Like, when I met my person that I'm in love with right now.
Right now?
I love you forever.
No. Okay, go ahead. When I met my fiance.
Yeah, he was my fiance at the time. He was, but they didn't do stuff like that. So I was like, you don't have a cake? I was like, where's the cake? There's no cake. There's no cake. Where are the candles? We don't sing happy birthday. You don't, what? Like, I was astounded. And I'm like, no, we're going to do it every year now,
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, like, even now, like, your birthday's coming up. You're not even going to be here. And I feel terrible because I'm like, can I send balloons to Trinidad? Like, do they take edible arrangements to Trinidad?
Just send a little,
like,
I just need a FaceTime call.
Send it on the shark. Oh my God. You'll eat it. Anyway, I will call you or WhatsApp you.
Oh, that's why you made that face when I said
I love sidebar. They eat shark in Trinidad.
They eat shark in the Caribbean.
They eat shark.
And she loves sharks.
I don't love them like yum yum.
She loves the animal.
I love the animal when it's alive and breathe. Do they breathe? And living. They got gills. I don't know if they breathe.
Well, we like them with some seasoning. Well, I don't. I don't like shark, but
I think that was a really good definition of like what love is, and you can use that platonically or romantically or foodly.
You can love like your friends. Like you can love like I love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like
Friend. I'm not gonna tell. No, oh, so I heard it.
and it's just like there's moments where I'm just like I'm so grateful that you're in my life because who knows what would have happened. You know what I mean? Like there's sometimes where I've called you and I'm like, I needed this. No, if it was just a little laugh, if it was just like a snarky comment, whatever it was, I needed it and it makes me feel okay. And it's just like,
stop it. You're so
girl.
I get emotional, especially with the drink.
I ain't feeling nothing.
You haven't even drank it. It's just me. Yummy. It's actually, I like the strawberry a lot. It's we're drinking
strawberry Moscato.
Moscato and strawberry. Not strawberry Moscato. It's on the label. Moscato and strawberry. They're not conjoined.
Bye.
They're twins. They're not fraternal. I mean, they're not identical. They're fraternal. So the topic, or the question I wanted to present to each other,
co-host,
was, where the fuck is it? Was like, what is love, and like, what does it feel like? What does it feel like, or what does it not feel like?
Ooh. Love is not draining. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. First of all, I don't have to go through the struggle to feel like that is love. Yes, I understand in love you have to put effort in both sides. But love does not mean infidelity. It doesn't mean lack of communication. It doesn't mean any of those things. Because love is showing up for each other. And knowing, like, first of all, people tend to forget that in relationships or even friendships, even if there's love involved, we are two human beings with two different mindsets, two different views, two different histories, two different backgrounds, okay? And do you think love is enough to have a good relationship?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, if you asked me 2 years or 3 years ago, like that question, I would have been like, yeah, of course it is. Like, it honestly isn't, because somebody could love you down, but still not give you the other things needed to foster more love, Like you could plant the seed, but if you're not watering it,
ooh, that's the bar. That's the bar. Put that on the shirt, like my mom would be saying.
Because you see people with their plants, plant the seed, put it in the sun, no
or
water.
they think that because the seed was put in the ground, that there's potential that it will grow. Whole
Without doing
time
any
they
work.
water it in months, years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a good analogy.
Or they can overwater and keep it in the sun too long, and think that giving it
will make the love grow faster.
Everything it needs at once
will make it.
When in reality, you just kill it. I feel like that's really true. Like, love is not enough. Like, you need to at least be able to have like the skills and mindsets to nurture that love or to keep it, you know?
I think, and I don't know if this is like because of just my own experiences, but I never thought that love was enough. Because, for example, I love my mother. But there were parts of my life where it's just like, we did not mix. Mm-hmm. We clashed a lot. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I love her to death. I would do anything for her.
Right.
But there was no communication, there was no boundaries, and there was no respect in a way. Mm-hmm. And I think the same thing goes with like romantic relationships. Like, there's so many things. Love just gets you through the door. Honestly, love
like
just gets you through.
That's the ticket to get in. But you still gotta go find your seat. You still gotta go watch. Gate. Right, you still gotta find your gate, find your seat.
Check in
find
that
your
bag.
Gate, find your row, find your seat, and then watch the show.
Ooh. I thought we was at an airport, but no, but we went to go see a movie.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking a movie or concert. Sorry.
That's just to get in.
How you gonna hate from outside club?
You can't even get in.
Like,
and I think, like, I am still holding on to that click. I'm still holding on to when I find that one. I mean, I don't think that's love at first sight necessarily, because I'm not going to love them as soon as I see them, but I feel like I'll feel some type of spark.
I don't want to, like, I think that I found love, and I don't think it's like a spark. I get what people mean by a spark. Like, you feel like a.
It's like, okay.
It's like when your stomach's upset. It's like, you know that burrito you ate? That's what it feels like. No. But like, it feels like your mind just like switched. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And for some people, like, they've never had that feeling. So it's always like what is this?
I've run away from that feeling.
And it's because you don't know what it is. Because a lot of people are like, I don't want that. In reality, that's what love looks like. And they're like, yeah, chill.
And I feel like for me, it's when I start to feel any type of like that feeling, I immediately run away because my fear is having a love die. And it's just like, people say like once you fall in love with somebody, like you can't fall out of love with somebody, but you most definitely can.
You can.
And it's like, it scares me because it's like, what if I put in everything into this person, into this relationship for nothing?
But like, you have to take into account that you could put so much work into a relationship and you think that you were in love with this person, and that really wasn't love.
So what the fuck was the spark?
It may have not been a spark. It may have just been something.
A warning.
Either that, or it could have been just like something they said that you've never heard before, and you're just like that must be what that is. Like, you just call me beautiful, and I've never been called beautiful. I must love you. Like, that's like
that
how I
me
felt
when I was younger.
Yeah, and like, especially when we're young, we're so impressionable. Like, we're so like, you think I'm cute. Like, we're so in our own like heads until we get like, I think high school is when you start to really realize like people look at you. Cause like in middle school and stuff, like, that's when you start to really figure out your identity and stuff. Really? I think it
was opposite for me.
I think for me personally, it was like middle school is like I started to notice like I was different, but like everybody around me kind of looked the same. But I started to notice like, oh, popularity. Pretty people look like this, or this is what this looks like. And then in high school is when it amplified to more of like, it goes into like more of like a sexual or like a, I don't know what the word is, but it's like it amplifies to something more serious. Because in middle school, you can have your little girlfriend, your little boyfriend, But at the end of the day, you're still playing house. You know, you're still doing kid things. You're still coloring. You know, like, it's a different level. When you get to high school, it's like, oh, you're becoming an adult. Like, okay, I gotta do adult things now. You know? And I think that's a different, like, you look at things differently that way. Yeah. Because when I was in high school, I was like, people were like, oh, you're beautiful and stuff like that. I'm like, me? Oh, you know what I mean? Because in middle school, I was not that girl.
That's another thing, too. It's like, I feel like sometimes I'm so trapped in another version of myself where it's like, I forget that people see me as, like, right now. Mm-hmm. In my brain sometimes, and this is not all the time, but in my brain sometimes, I still think of myself as a, like, 10-year-old girl. And I'm seeing what 10-year-old me look like. It wasn't pretty. Okay? So then, I was literally having this conversation with somebody, like, a week ago. Where I was telling them, like, my main excuse when anyone called me pretty was, oh, girl, like, this is old. Or, girl, I don't even have my hair done. Or, like, girl, don't lie to me.
Like, immediately down yourself.
I immediately play myself down. And it's just, like, because I'm looking at myself as that 10-year-old girl. And I was explaining this to my therapist where it was, like, I have not healed from the other versions of myself, and they're like trying to come out so that when people show me love,
it's like
I think you're lying, because it's like 10-year-old me didn't get that, you know, and like, yeah, from my mom, from like family members, but like not from people that I saw at school and all that. So I'm automatically like, are you playing a prank on me? Are you lying? Because I see, and it's like it's like kind of like body dysmorphia, except I'm not really looking at like the body I'm in or whatever. I'm looking at a younger version of myself or a traumatized version of myself, and I'm just like, you could not love this. Like, how? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I have to. And it's so complicated too.
You have to untrain yourself to think like that,
and I will.
That's really hard.
Tell me about it. Because there are some days where I'll be like, I am that bitch. And then other days I'm just like, I'm not it.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Self-love, like, too.
That's the thing. Like, you, and I stand by this 100%. Like, you cannot love somebody fully. You can love somebody, but you cannot love them fully or to the capacity in which people can love until you completely, utterly love yourself. Mm. You know, and like that may look different for every other person, because like I feel like I love the person I'm with, but like, can I say that I love myself utterly and completely? I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so of course I love myself, but like there's still some things that like I don't love, like, you know, and I think that's important, like to be one with yourself, because like I could say I don't like this about me, but at least I know like this is who I am and this is what I want to be, and I'm not gonna.
I think self-love and like peak self-love is when you don't question things about yourself. Like, okay, so what? You have a little chub there, but you're not looking at it as like, oh, I wish I could change this. You're looking at it as like, well, this is me, and anyone who's willing to love me will love all of me. Yeah.
Unless like you know the change is something you want to do.
Yeah.
For you because you want to do it. Not because you want to fit like societal norms or things like that. But I feel that that's really important because like.
But no one talks about like what happens after you find that self-love, because at least for me, when I started that whole journey of like really looking at myself and saying you're that girl, mm-hmm. I realized that the people around me, some of them hated it. Because I don't know, they're just like...
Because they relied on you not being confident in order to make them confident.
And so as soon as I got confident, I was just like, damn, a bitch can't even get a compliment. Like...
Yeah, I mean, because some people survive off the feeling of other people feeling like, damn, like, you're the hot friend. You know? Mm-hmm. Or like, damn, like, you're my pretty friend and I'm not the pretty one. Because you amplified their feeling of being that bitch. And now that you're not there to be like, you're that bitch, they can't do it for themselves. Mm. You know? So they're like, who's going to call me that bitch? Like, I can still call you that bitch, but bitch, I'm that bitch too. You know,
Right,
like
both
we're that
bitch.
bitch. It's separately.
Yeah.
But I think that's also a thing. Like, some people rely on you not loving yourself in order for them to feel like.
And it is intimidating, but I think every woman should just have that moment where they're like, this is me, boo. And I'm just like, girl, this is my world. Like, I love those moments because I'm like, I look at my friends and I'm like, y'all are just, and my friends are so different from each other. Like, you're so different from Amadine. Amadine's so different from like Samia. And it's just like, but y'all are all bad bitches. I love it, you know, in your own way. Regardless if y'all think that, I think that. So.
And that's love.
Exactly. That's real love.
But, like, what does love not look like? A lot of things. Like, what are the major, like, if you think of, like, the major red flags or, like, the major things, if you were to advertise what not love is, what love is not, what would you put? Like, what are your top 3 things?
Restraining.
Like, restraining, restricting?
Yeah, restricting. Love is not restricting. Love is not... I was going to say love is not painful, but, like, I feel like you can have a good pain where you go through that with that somebody and you guys are falling even more in love because you guys went through a painful experience together. But love is not... I don't know. What do you think? All I have is restricting.
I think love...
Love is not a competition.
I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know. Love is not, shouldn't be, what do you mean by that? Like, competition between, like, yourself and the person, or yourself with somebody else towards something else?
I think in all aspects, like, love is not, you know how, I don't know, like, someone might fall in love based on tension that they've had towards each other, like, they hated each other. Like, there's this movie called The Hating Game, where these two coworkers, like, hate each other so much to the point where they fall in love with each other. And it's just like, yeah, that movie is cute and all, but I don't really think that's love because it didn't start off pure. You know what I mean? I don't know
how like, it started off because of hate.
Yeah, you started off wanting to be better than the other. So I just can't help but think that might pop up in other things. You know what I mean?
No, that's valid.
And I say that as in, like, let's say I get a really good job and I might be getting paid more. Like, you know when they have those couples that the woman gets a better job and now she's making more and all of a sudden there's all these problems in the home because the man feels emasculated. And it's just like,
well, there's a movie like that.
Yeah, there is. And
like, they work in the same job too. So they're like battling for the same position and she gets it and he doesn't. And it becomes like, I'm so happy for you, but like he's really tore up.
But I also feel like that didn't just stem from that incident. Like,
it must have been a plain, like a...
Yeah. You were okay with the relationship because you thought you were better than me. And now that you feel like you're not, or you feel like we're on different levels.
You don't want to be in this relationship.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, well, it was never love to begin with. A lot of things mask itself as love. And it's just like, you will never know until you figure it out, you know? Like, years later, you're like, wow, I still
but like, how do you figure it out? Like, I know love equates to happiness, but like, sometimes it doesn't.
I don't think so.
Well, not always. Not in all aspects. Because, like, love, like, I feel like you are supposed to feel happy when you love somebody, but you're sometimes not going to feel happy all the time.
Yeah, love is freeing. You can be all aspects of yourself.
Yeah. Like, you don't feel like you have to, like, show up or show down when you're with that person. Like, when I'm with the girls, like, that's me all the time. I may, like, sound stupid or I may talk nonsense, but, like, that's who I am, and they better love me. But, like, you know, that I don't have to, like, pretend to be somebody. And I think that's also a big thing, because, like, that whole, like, honeymoon phase where you, like, guys don't really know each other and, like, you love each other, you know. I think that's also a big thing because, like, that's not who y'all really are. Y'all just enwrapped in, like, the romantic part of it, and then y'all really find out who you with, and you're like, do I even like you?
Yeah.
Do you ever heard that? Like, I don't like you, but I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't like you as a person, but I love you. Like, how does that even work?
I don't think that's a healthy love.
Oh, no, that definitely isn't.
But I do think, and it's funny because our body will give us so many signs. Like, I saw this quote in a book a long time ago where it was like moths disguise themselves as butterflies. So, like, you might see somebody and you might talk to them and get to know them, and you feel that butterfly, like, oh my gosh, like the anxiety, like, oh my God, I'm so excited to meet this person. Whole time, it's moths. It's really a warning. Your body's warning you that this person might not be the one for you, or like this person might not have good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And you think because you're feeling that antsy feeling, it's, you know, it means love, or it means like, oh, this is gonna be something good. Like, you know, there's a connection
reality,
here.
It's literally the opposite.
And that's why I hate anything that makes me feel like that, because I'm just like, I don't know what it is, and I do understand that I do put a wall up when it comes to that, because it could be butterflies and it could be something that
and then you limit yourself from even feeling
thing.
that.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that might be like hindering.
I'm not there yet though.
I mean, and that's cool.
That's
cool. Like, that's okay to not be ready for love, or like ready to make that commitment, because to be honest with you, like, loving a person, even if like loving a person is a commitment, like, strenuous.
It's an everyday, all day, 24/7 commitment.
Because, like, I can't just stop loving you. Like, I can't just take a break. Okay, I'm gonna take a week off. Like, no. You literally are loving this person, well, if you really do love them, all the time. Whether you're in Boston, they're in Antarctica, you're loving them, and it's taking energy away from you. I wouldn't say maybe not taking energy away from you, but you're putting towards energy into that feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Regardless of if you want to think about these people,
you're sending them that energy.
You're just like, I hope she's okay. Or like, I hope she's good. So it's like, it's taking some part of you.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I could be doing any little thing, and I'm like, PJ, my dog, is he okay? You know, like, I love him, and I want to make sure he's okay. He's probably fine, living his best life. But, you know, I'm putting towards that energy because I care about that little thing.
And I feel like, and that's, again, where self-love comes in, but it's also, like, knowing that you're just giving too much to everybody and you're not saving anything for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because you can love too many people or love too much to the point where it's like, okay. That's why I feel like distance in relationships is key, because, or not key, but like it is important.
It helps.
Because you need to allow yourself to miss that person. I know for a fact, if I'm around somebody for more than 3 days at a time, I need a moment of silence, something. Like, I need to...
A moment of silence is crazy. Are you dying?
I need to, like, I lock myself in the bathroom for a little bit. I need to take, like, a spa day. I need to do something so
away
that
from that.
I'm not around you. Because then that love might turn into hate because you're always here. You're always in my space. I can't miss you. So it's just like...
How would that work if you, like, live with your significant other?
But you can live with someone,
because, like, you're not with them all the time. Like you
I'm
go to work
about that
and then
clingy
you come home.
type of vibe.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I worked with somebody, like, if I worked with my significant other, and then I had to come home to them, I would need something. Like, I would need maybe that hour in the gym in the morning where I don't see them. Mm-hmm. Or that, you know, I don't know, that run that I take every Saturday where I don't see them. Mm-hmm. You know, or when I meet with my friends every Friday where I don't see them. That is something that is important, because I remember, like, when I was younger, I used to have a best friend, and I used to go over her house all the time. And after that, like, second day of being at her house, same thing over and over again. We would get in an argument. On the second day, we would get in an argument. And I just like, okay, well, I want to go home. I'm over it. And my mom will call, and she's like, you can't go over there for more than a day because y'all gets to arguing. And I always wondered why that was, and I realized, like, we are around each other for 24 hours. Like, even when one of us goes to take a shower, one of us is in the bathroom doing our hair or something, talking to each other. It's just like, you need space.
Yeah. And I think that's important, like being around somebody all the time. Like, that's a part of being, not all the time, but, like, you have that space. Like, okay, I go here and you go here. Or, okay, I may go to sleep before you or after you. Like,
yeah,
you guys
even
have...
simple stuff like that.
Yeah, because you don't want that person to become part of your personality. Like, you are you, and they are them. You are coming together as a union of two people.
But you guys are still two
But you guys are two
different
separate people.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Me no speak.
But speak English.
Yeah, because when that person starts to become part of your identity, like, granted, they are a part of your story. Like, yes, I am with this person. I love them. We're going to build a life together. But they are not you. You know? Like, you're you. They're them. They love you because you're you. And you love them because they're them.
And that's what attracted you guys to each other, is because you guys were different in certain ways. And you guys had your own personality, your own life.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys decided to join them. But they still need those things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could be with somebody who hates the opera, and I love the opera. I still go to the opera.
Yeah.
And they might love fishing, and I might hate fishing, but they still go fishing because that's them.
Yeah.
They have their own thing.
But I think it's also important, like, if you do love the person, to give the things that they like, even though you might not like them, a try. If once in a while, I'm not saying, like, do it every time.
Yeah,
like,
but just experience it at least once.
Yeah, like, if baby girl loves the opera, and she really wants you to go to the opera with her, just go to the opera with her at least once a year. You know, you're going to hate it for the 3 hours that the opera goes. But at least you make her feel like little
She's going to hate fishing, but
she's going to have to catch that big one, that big fish. So, it's like, and it's, what's the word? Compromise.
Compromise, yeah.
But not compromise in the sense that you're compromising yourself in order to fit that person's needs.
Yeah.
You still hate the opera. You're going because you love the person, but that doesn't change how you view the opera.
I'm doing it because I love you, not the actual thing.
Yeah.
Like, my friend, she wanted to go to a festival, and it was very much like indie artist festival, and I personally thought it was a waste of time. But she loves indie artists and, eccentric is the word? Yeah, stuff like that. And there was going to be, like, little markets of, like, necklaces and scarves and all that stuff. Why is there so many stuff flying around? Anyways. So, yeah, I went. And surprisingly, I had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would I do that would I do that on my own? Probably not. But I did it because that's something that she would want to do. We just went to go see the Beyonce movie. She loves Beyonce, but, like, as far as listening to every song on every album, no, she's not that girl. But she still went. Why? Because it's something I wanted to do. And I love that compromise, even with friendships, because it's like, we have our own lives, and we have certain things that we like and we don't like, but we make compromises, and we do things that the other person enjoys, because I want to experience it.
No, I think that's valid too. Like, the compromise, but not compromising yourself.
Yeah,
I think that's really love.
You've been giving bars lately.
Nikki inspired me, man. That's what I do.
Yeah. What I does.
Not the one,
or the two,
or the three, or the four.
But I 111 angel numbers. Let us know what you think. Have you ever been in love?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think love means? Let us know.
Do you love love? Do you hate love?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Right.
Give us everything.
Love at first bite?
Definitely love at first bite, because I love when I taste something for the first time, I want it every day for like a week.
Literally. Toxic love. Healthy love.
Yeah.
What does love look like to you? Comment below.
Yeah. Or have you experienced love
Yeah. Are you still looking? Are you still waiting? Still searching?
Yeah.
Let us know.
I don't think my love is in Boston, though. It might have to be somewhere else.
I swear mine came from outer space.
Alien.
Literally.
Maybe you're the alien and they're the human. That's why you couldn't find nobody else. No?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because the first one I found,
No, that was the alien.
that was an experiment.
Yeah, 001. The first one.
001.
Prototype.
Prototype 1.
But the second one is a complete version. With all the new updates.
Yeah, he still glitches from time to time, though. You
He's
just gotta hit it.
He's like the iPhone.
He's like, yeah, every time the update comes, it's like...
Yeah, he has to like restart a little bit.
Yeah. If you keep it on the charger too long, he gets all hot. Look over.
Watching this.
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But you better like if you're watching it.
Yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, leave a white heart or a black heart.
Yep. And if you didn't and we start talking to you about this and I ask you about the white heart and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're done.
You're done. You're donezo. So leave a white heart in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Group Therapy Pod. Follow us on TikTok at Group Therapy Pod and on Twitter at Alma and Nasia. Bye.